Today I'm going to show you how to incorporate the Vlieseline QuickScreen Triangle into your English paper piecing. Now I love English paper piecing, it's one of my favourite things to do, and traditionally I would have used papers or stamps or stencils that you can get, and it doesn't have any of the interfacing in, and sometimes this can be a little bit fiddly. If you use the Vlieseline QuickScreen Triangle, you can actually create all sorts of different shapes. We'll have the traditional hexagon. So if I pop this onto here, and you can have hexagons of all different sizes, as you can see. And then we can play around with pentagon shapes. We can do diamonds. So it's really versatile. It's entirely up to you what particular project you're wanting to do, or you may want to create your own design. So quite simply, all you need to do is to cut out the desired shape of your Vlieseline QuickScreen Triangle, and then you can either tack this in, or what I've actually used is the glue stick method, and just glued around the edges and folded over the fabrics, and then I'm ready to put the two shapes together. So you can see here, have two different shapes. You would place them right sides together, and then you can whip stitch them as normal. I sometimes find it easier, because there's quite a few lines going on here, just to draw in the shape that I want. So if we wanted to do a hexagon, we can do quite a small one here. As you can see, I can just put that first guideline in, and it doesn't have to be with a biro pen, but as you can see, this is the hexagon I'm going to draw out. Then get your scissors, and following the lines that you've just drawn, we're going to cut this out. And this is quite a nice job to sit in front of the TV and do. You can prepare all of your pieces before you start your EPP. We'll just cut up there. There's very little waste, and you don't want to be removing the Vlieseline QuickScreen Triangle from your work. It's very, very soft. It's washable and dry cleanable, and it can just stay into your project, and you can see it's got a nice feel to it. So once we've done that, you're then going to take your fabric, your chosen fabric, and you're just going to, typically with English paper piecing, just cut it a rough 1/4 of an inch larger than the actual interfacing. So we'll just cut along there. And what I would say is sometimes a little bit more is better than less fabric. So now we've got this shape here. Now at this point, you could either just fold this over and tack it in place, but I'm going to show you how to do it with the glue stick. You want to use, if you're using the glue stick method, a proper fabric glue, so it's not going to destroy any of your fabric. You can pop the glue onto the fabric and even onto the interfacing, and then all you do is, once it's on, and this particular glue is fluorescent green, which is quite useful, is fold it over and finger press it. And then just add another little bit of glue there, fold it over and finger press it. And you can see how simple and how quick it is to do it. Finger press. And you go around all the sides. You don't need a huge amount of glue either to keep it in place. And the only reason I'm putting this little bit on this corner is because it's obviously fabric folding onto fabric. And then that tiny little bit at the end. And this is just such a quick method of doing it. And ideally prepare all your shapes, and then you can take this on holiday. You can take it whilst you're watching children playing football, or sitting on a train waiting at doctor's appointments. It's just a perfect project that is very transportable. So once you've finished all of your English paper piecing, you can then quite simply leave all of the papers in, layer it up with your wadding and your backing fabric, and then you can hand quilt or machine quilt through it.
As you can see, Vlieseline has a wide range of products, each with different properties and benefits for your projects. You can view the whole range on the Vlieseline website, where you can download the brochure, which has detailed information on all of the products across our 4 categories. You can also join the conversation with us on our Facebook page, Creative Community Group and Instagram. All of the details are below.